I've been listening to this podcast called Culpable, which I highly, highly recommend if you like mystery, like crime podcasts, and you like a storyline. It's incredible. Anyways, it's based out of a really small town in Mississippi, and I have found myself talking with a drawl over the past day. So if you hear me talking like this, that's why. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry if you're from Mississippi. I love you. Beautiful state. My apologies. Last night, I was looking at all of my old YouTube videos and kind of watching them and laughing at myself because, again, I really thought I was doing something. I was absolutely doing nothing. But they are some of my highest performing videos on my channel. And I think not only because of how long ago they were and they've had time to get views, but also because they were very simple breakdowns. So I wanted to redo/update one of them, which is my morning skincare routine. This was the second video I ever uploaded to my channel, and it's still a great routine, especially for those with oily and acne prone skin. But as you guys know, over the past year, my skin has really changed quite a bit. Not only because my tretinoin has dried my skin out a little bit more, but because I'm getting older. In fact, Monday is my 28th birthday. It's my golden birthday, so I'm turning 28 on the 28th, so I don't know what that means, but I'm excited. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Rudi Berry. We talk about more than just skincare on my channel. We talk about acne, mental health, we do vlogging, we do tons of makeup content, and I would love to have you subscribe. So let's talk a little bit about how my skin is doing right now before we get into the actual product breakdowns. In the summer especially is what I want to touch on for this video. My skin gets very oily, very congested, and I have most of my acne on my forehead and on my chin. I'm dealing with both right now. I have on a full face of makeup, so you won't be able to tell, but I do have video where you can see up close kind of the congestion that I deal with. I think I'm gonna do an updated evening routine as well, so you guys can kind of get an idea of the things that I incorporate in with my tretinoin, but also keep in mind that this routine is the morning of a tretinoin night. If you don't know what tretinoin is, it is a prescription strength acne medication that I am on. I have an entire playlist about it if you're interested. Just know that it sensitizes my skin, so I need to use things that are very sensitive skin friendly in the morning. Because of this, my routines are very hydrating, very simple. However, I will say this morning routine is a little bit more robust than last year's because a year ago, my skin was still getting used to being on tretinoin, and now I feel like I've really got a good handle on it, and I've been able to add more fun ingredients into my routine. I actually have an 18-month tretinoin update video if you're interested in kind of hearing on how I have incorporated those new things and how I did that over time. But today, let's break down my summer morning routine. All right, first thing when I wake up, I do wash my face. I know that it is a kind of taboo subject. Some people don't like to wash their face in the morning, some people do. My dermatologist recommends that people wash their face in the morning. The person that I actually go see and has seen my skin in person under a microscope says, honey, you should wash your face in the morning. So I do. However, I do like to use a gentle cleanser in the morning. This is the La Roche-Posay Gentle Cleanser. It is absolutely beautiful. I have a whole video breaking down La Roche-Posay versus CeraVe if you're interested, including the cleansers, and I just prefer the Gentle Cleanser from La Roche-Posay so much more. It has a lotion-like consistency, but it doesn't feel super slippery on the skin, which I absolutely love. It feels like it gets the oil off from my night, but it's not stripping my skin before I start my day, because the further that you strip your skin, the more oil it's going to produce, which is why a lot of people don't like to wash their face in the morning, because they don't want to lose any of that natural oil if they have dry skin. If you have oily or congested or acne prone skin, I would recommend washing in the morning to get that layer of oil off so that it's not mixing in with the rest of your products throughout the day, creating oil or creating blackheads, acne, etc. I do not like to dry my face after this step because to me, I love applying my skincare on damp skin. I know everyone has a different opinion on that. Some people really hate it. I feel wrong if I don't apply on damp skin, especially these next few steps that are very hydrating and include things like glycerin and hyaluronic acid, which are meant to bind water to your skin and help hydrate and plump. So the next step that I go in with is a very light, very hydrating, very watery consistency serum that is either hydrating or includes something like niacinamide or something fun that's going to help brighten my skin throughout the day, but it won't irritate it. The two that I have been using in my routine recently are the CosRx Dual Essence, which we'll talk about, and the Peach and Lily Glass Refining Skin Serum. These are both really middle of the road, non-irritating, very thin, watery serums serums. The first one is what I use today, which is the CosRX Dual Essence. This product is not talked about enough. It is half of the 96% snail mucin and the other half is a 5% niacinamide serum, which I think is genius because niacinamide does not need to be over 4% for you to get those benefits. So 5% is perfect. And then to have the really hydrating, really soothing benefits of the snail mucin on the other side, it is a perfect mixture and it is freaking huge. You'll never go through it. I love using it in the mornings. And if I'm not using that, I have been incorporating the Peach and Lily one because it's also full of really nice hydrating, soothing ingredients alongside niacinamide. So very similar consistency. The Peach and Lily is a little bit lighter, but just something to kind of add on to the water to bind it to my skin. Next, I go in with my first layer of moisturizer. Even though you have oily skin, you still want to apply a moisturizer on your skin because again, like I said earlier, the further that you strip your skin from moisture, the more it's gonna give you oil and it's gonna continue to produce that oil, which nobody wants. Like there's one way to be like a glowy, dewy queen, and having excess oil all over your face is not one of them, and it's not very fun. Trust me, I have stripped my skin so many times from its natural oils and it just hits me with the 1-2 every single time. So I like to go in, even though it's a moisturizer and I'm oily in the summer, with a lightweight moisturizer, and I have been really loving both of these. This is the Hydro Boost Fragrance Free from Neutrogena. I absolutely love this product. You guys know it is a staple in sensitive skin routine, and in a morning routine, it is perfect. It's just hydrating enough, and it's gonna lock in all of the serum that we just put on because it has silicone in it to help occlude that layer. I'm also loving the new fragrance-free e.l.f. hydrating cream. It's somewhere in between the Hydro Boost and like a regular lotion. It's a little bit thicker, and when I'm feeling dry after tretinoin, I will use this one in the mornings. But I do want to mention that I mix both of these with my next step, which is my self-tanning drops. So these are the Luxe Unfiltered number 12 self-tanning drops. I've talked about these many, many times, but I don't think I've shown it applying it on camera yet. These are the absolute best self-tanning drops for sensitive skin that I have ever tried, and I just prefer them over all of the ones that I've tried. Over Isle of Paradise, over Bondi Sands, over anything, because they're fragrance free. They literally smell like nothing. They are water consistency, absolutely clear, and develop over the day into a really bronzy, olive toned finish of a bronze on the face. So I use anywhere from 4 to 5 drops on my face and neck, and it just develops into this beautiful bronze glow. And it is light enough to use every single day. So when I'm using my tretinoin, my tan starts to fade because your skin is really turning over at a rapid pace. So to be able to apply a sensitive skin friendly, acne skin friendly self-tanner to my face every day and allow that glow, by the end of the day, I'm like looking like a glowing goddess. It is so amazing. They are a little bit pricey, but to me, 1000% worth it. They also have a body self-tanning lotion. I'm gonna do a sensitive skin friendly self-tanning routine sometime this summer, so look out for that. Just an amazing brand. If you do use these, make sure that you wash your hands afterwards, otherwise you will stain them. And then I go in with my sunscreen. I think last week I uploaded my favorite sunscreens for sensitive skin, and it's about 10 or 15 options. I will choose from any of them. Honestly, most of the time, if it's a normal work day, I'll go for a mineral formula. If I'm gonna go outside or I'm gonna be out in the sun all day, I'll go for a chemical formula. And I think today I went for the Beekman Milk Drops. They are just so beautiful, lightweight, super like runny, watery consistency for a mineral formula. It's very unusual, and they do not leave a white cast on my skin tone. I am a light medium skin tone, and I really rub it in very well and leave a nice light thin layer on the skin. It's beautiful, it's hydrating. I think that oily skin would love it because it's so light, but I also think that dry skin would love it because it is a hydrating mineral sunscreen, which I feel usually you don't get both. It's just so, again, unique, but for a reason, I continue to repurchase and reuse this because it is just so nice. And it's one of those sunscreens that like you don't have to think about. If you don't know what to wear that day and you're not sure what makeup you're gonna put on, you're not sure what look you're gonna do on your face, that one you can always go to because it's not tinted, it's not going to mess up your skincare. It's just middle of the road, great sunscreen. So once I've done all of that, I actually like to go in with an eye step, whether it be my Dew under eye masks, which are reusable eye masks with an eye cream, or if I want to go in with my Steel face roller, which I talked about in my morning routine from a year ago, or if I just want to go in with a simple eye cream, and that's what I've been doing recently because I just want to kind of get through my routine in the morning. So this is the Florence by Mills Eye Balm, and I have truly been loving this for a while. It is very inexpensive, fragrance-free, it includes caffeine, and it has a cooling tip on the top of it to apply, which I think is genius. I know not everyone likes those, but to me, it actually does help with depuffing because I have horribly puffy under eyes when I wake up. Keep in mind that this is an eye cream. It's called an eye balm, but it's definitely got a cream consistency over like a serum-like eye cream. So if you're gonna go in with makeup, I would leave like 5 to 10 minutes to allow it to settle in before you go in, just because you don't want that pilling from the eye cream. I notice a difference with my eyes when I use this, not anything huge, but enough that I want to keep using it and I may repurchase. Okay, next has been like the peak of my skincare routine in the morning recently. I think I just talked about this in my last video where I was talking about things that I already owned and why I didn't feel the need to buy these new products at Sephora. I just really got this inspiration to pull this product out, and it is the In Beauty product Face Glaze. I decided to move this from my makeup section to my skincare section in my bathroom so that I would be more inclined to use it while I'm in there, and it's worked. I add this to my face now every single morning. So this is basically a lotion that has this like highlighting consistency to it that just looks absolutely beautiful, but is the consistency of an actual lotion. It has squalene in it. It's got great ingredients and it's never caused me to break out. So I just add a little bit to the tips of my fingers and apply it to the places I would normally highlight, like my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my brow bone. It's just something a little bit extra and it makes me feel great. And if I decide that I don't need to wear makeup that day, or I don't want to wear makeup that day, I have this beautiful highlight already there and it just makes me feel like I've done something, you know, for the day. I usually change up what I use on my lips, but I have to put something on before I leave. I'll either use the Glossier Balm.coms on my lips in the morning, usually the mango one because it's clear, but today I wanted to feel fancy for you. So I used the Glow Recipe Lip Pop in the blueberry shade, and I like this one more than the watermelon, strangely enough. I just finished a watermelon one, and side note, I already have a full basket of empties to go through. I just uploaded my empties like a couple weeks ago. I think I'm gonna have to do like summer empties part 1 and 2 because y'all, I got a lot of shit. Anyways, I love these. They hydrate, they exfoliate, they leave this beautiful pink or, you know, plum tint to your lips. I have sung the praises of them forever. They were my favorite lip product of 2020, and it just makes me feel pretty when I wear them. So the highlight and the lip, we're dealing with good skincare, but we're adding just a little bit of something. If you need to leave the house and you don't like makeup, highly recommend both of those products. Honestly, that is it. I know that was kind of a lot to say that's it, but the 2 extra things that I like to do outside of that are like to brush up my eyebrows, which I did in my first original video with like $1 spoolies, and then also apply my Refresh eye drops. I have to use eye drops every day, whether they're Refresh ones or if they are for allergies specifically, because my eyes are constantly dry. And I heard that that's a thing that can happen with tretinoin. And now that I think about it, my eyes have pretty much been dry since I started using Tret, so don't love that. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these products specifically, or if you have a product within your morning skincare routine that you feel like you can't live without. I, of course, would love to hear it down below. It's been working really well for me. It's keeping me not so oily, but still glowy, still dewy, still hydrated. So if you try any of these out, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be a Target haul, including this shirt, very soon. Bye.